What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having an awesome day so far, because I'm not, as of right now. And that's exactly the reason why I'm making this quick little update video. Mainly because I just want to fill you guys in on everything that's going on with Bessie right now, and why the 10th and final episode of this project is taking so long to come out. So my hopes were that before I filmed the 10th episode, I would be able to button every little loose end up and then film the episode of me putting the truck completely together, finishing it 100%, and then driving it out of the garage, which it's still the plan. It's still the plan. But it just seems like with these last few details, I'm hitting one roadblock right after another. And it really doesn't help that, it's the middle of the holiday season. I'm busy elsewhere, and it's just really hard to get into the garage and make enough content to make a video and upload it every single week. So right now the videos have slowed down to like once every 2 weeks, and right now we're coming up on 2 weeks since I last uploaded. And I have zero content at all. And I feel really bad about that, because I know that when I'm following a project on YouTube, I get really antsy when they take too long to upload the next episode, and it's just inconsistent. So that's why I want to keep you guys filled in. So I'm just going to kind of give you the quick list of everything that's been going wrong and holding up the filming of the 10th episode. Number 1, the Hydro Boost. So when I finally got the power steering completely done, as you saw, I had the Hydro Boost, I had the power steering pump put on, I got all new lines, everything was good. Until I tried to bleed the power steering and Hydro Boost. Turns out this little fitting right here was leaking because this is a flare fitting and it requires an O-ring fitting. So I actually had to make a part out of brass using my cordless drill as a lathe and files to file it down to shape and make a custom fitting to fit in there. I did it off camera because I didn't see a point, but now that I did it, I might make an episode about something like that in the future. If you want to see how that little brass fitting turned out, you can go right here to my Instagram and take a look at it. It's pretty neat. I created it a few days ago. That way I could post some behind the scenes stuff that just didn't make it into the episodes, or in this case, what's holding up the next episode. But either way, back to the list. So I made that little fitting, got rid of the leak. Found out that the power steering pump actually wasn't any good, so I replaced it. Then I found out that my steering box needed to be rebuilt, so I rebuilt it. Done. The power steering is 100% good at this point. Now I can focus on the brakes. So as you saw in the last few episodes, I put brand new brake lines on, I got the brand new master cylinder, everything was good. I even went ahead off camera and put on brand new brake hoses and brand new calipers in the front. So you would think that with 100% brand new brake components all the way around, except for the back, that bleeding would be a fairly easy process. I'm here to tell you that bleeding the brakes so far has been the most difficult task of this entire project. And they're still not bled. I've tried everything I can to figure it out, and I am absolutely at a loss right now. So the first thing that I found wrong with the brakes is that the Hydro Boost wasn't pushing the master cylinder at all. And it turns out that when I took the master cylinder off, the little pin that I had inside there to push from the Hydro Boost into the master cylinder was too short. It fell down, got caught on a lip, and made it feel like a really stiff pedal. So I made a new rod. Went ahead and proceeded trying to bleed the brakes. At which point, I found out that the master cylinder, the brand new master cylinder, was no good. As you can see, that little guy goes up in there, and it brought the retaining clip with it. It's probably my fault, but, well, yeah, it's my fault. I ruined the master cylinder. But no big deal, because I can just go buy a brand new one at the auto parts store, which is exactly what I did. See this right here? This is the brand new one. So, put it on the truck, bled the master cylinder, hooked the lines up to it, and it still won't bleed. I don't know why. I've checked all the connections, everything. There's no leaks, nothing. I even went so far as to buy a vacuum bleeding kit, which hasn't done anything to help. I've checked to make sure that all the lines are clear and that the fluid can flow freely. There's no blockages, no air leaks, no fluid leaks, nothing. And it just will not bleed or build up pressure. Who knows? Maybe there's still just a bunch of air in the lines and it's taking forever for it to come out, which I really hope that's the case. But it's now 8:30 at night. I've been out in the garage since 9 o'clock this morning trying to get these brakes bled. And you can see where we are with that. So needless to say, today has been really discouraging, and I've almost hit my breaking point multiple times today. But you know what? I cleaned up, I went inside, fed the dog, took a shower. I'm about to go get some dinner. And I've come to the realization that although it's being a pain in the butt right now, I know I'm going to get it figured out one way or another. It's just going to take some time, which unfortunately means that the next video is going to take just that much longer to come out, which is why I say I'm sorry to you guys. I hate the fact that it's taking this long, but I want it to be done right, and this is just what it takes to make it happen. So don't get discouraged. The next episode will be up soon. I don't know exactly when, obviously, but I just want you guys to know I'm trying my hardest. And before I sign off, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's liked, commented, and subscribed so far. I never in a million years would have ever thought that I would get so much support, and I gotta say, it absolutely means the world to me. So with that being said, Bessie and I would both like to say thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time on another episode of Chuck's Customs.